Good afternoon, Flosstube.
I'm Little One.
And I'm Lynette here at Homesteading on the Home Front. This is Flosstube number 59 for us. It is Tuesday, April 21st, 2020. Precisely 4 minutes ago, we got the word that Massachusetts schools will be closed for the rest of the year. So I have 2 kids that are okay with that. I feel like I got the wind knocked out of my sails because I miss the kids, and there were some seniors that I got really close to, and I'm not going to be able to say goodbye to them. So, mixed emotions right now at the homestead, but life goes on, we make the best of it, and I've got some extra garden helpers for the the duration. So we hope you are doing well. So thankful for everyone who's putting out videos because stitching is helping me keep my sanity. So we figured we would add another new video to the mix so that you guys can have some escape as well. So let's get to it. I have a finish from last time, and it looks like an FFO, but it's really not. I was working on this. This is from Sub Rosa and the newest edition of Punching on Permanent Stitching. And I mounted it onto this cutting board that I unearthed when I took you to my basement. I would like to put some sort of, I don't know, chenille or rickrack or something around the side, but obviously none of us are shopping, so it is what it is. It's good enough. I really enjoy how this one came out. I liked stitching it. And then I had a start and finish since our last video, which was 3 weeks ago. So I started Plum Street's Hello Summer. As you will see, I left off the words. And I used all of my own color choosings. Basically, it was the epitome of laziness because I had not unpacked the project bag that I had used for the Brenda Gervais Star Spangled whatever that I had done recently, and so I just basically used those colors. Use the same project bag and use the same colors, and let me use this. This is what we came up with. Again, just like I've been stitching on these napkins I found at the antique store a while ago. My plan for this is that I'm just gonna mount it and then replace the wreath on our front door is now decorated with the hearts, the nest where hearts rest by Brenda Gervais, and I'm going to take that down probably in May sometime and replace it with this. And this will be up all summer long through Labor Day because that's just the kind of lazy decorator I am. I did have to outline the eagle because he wasn't showing up very well.
He's a cute eagle.
Yeah, I like how that came out. So I'll have to mount that and get that ready for next month. Those are my finishes. What do you have?
I actually have something. So I'm stitching my own needle minders to trade at retreats, and so I've had lots of time to do stuff. These are the 2 that have gotten put on button covers, a bee and Captain America's shield. And then I've stitched these Batman, Superman, and a watermelon heart that have come from various charts. I didn't feel like stitching anything one day, and I got out my needle minders and I was like, guess I'll stitch these.
Hey, you made a lot of those in a couple of days.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. All right, Whips, show us what you're working on.
I'll show this one first because it's got the least amount of progress. Freddie. Yeah. Frederick the Literate. I don't have much more progress, but I've stitched a little bit on the shelf, a little bit on the cat, and I've started this book right here. The book takes a lot longer than I thought it would. That bit alone took me at least an hour.
You've got many more hours to go before you finish that one.
Yeah. And then I've got Blackbird designs.
Abigail.
Yeah. I've got a lot of progress on this one. I've done the alphabet and the top border down to here, the berries. No, I had the flag last time. I think that's it. So I've got 3 of the corners now of the border, and I just have to do that and some motifs. So I'm hoping to finish this by May. Don't know if it'll happen. I can try.
Okay, and I only have 1 whip.
Wow, I'm stitching more stuff than you.
Well, I mean, I have some unfinished projects, but I'm not actively stitching on them. So on Easter Sunday, a group of us started Savior's Praise. Actually, let me take it out so that I can talk about it without the glare. I started right here in the upper center. I made some changes to the urn. And so basically my goal for April was to get everything here done. And I'm just about there. I've got the whole other side of it done. I'm leaving this empty for now because I'm not sure if I'm going to put 2020 there or my initials. I don't know what I'm going to do yet. And so I just have a little bit to finish down here and I will have met my April goal. I am doing the alphabet, and this alphabet is eyelets, and I did the love in Smyrna. And then, let me see, there's an acorn up here. I don't know if you can see it or not. I use satin stitches for that. So, okay, basically that was my April goal met. This is my goal for May. So I want to do the 2 borders down to here. I want to do this basket, and I want to get these words done. Now I am changing out the hymn. So I'll be using a different verse here. I had originally thought that I was going to make this whole thing symmetrical and move the house to the center and yada, yada, yada. But I decided that I just wanted to stitch. I didn't want to think too hard. So I've already charted up what I'm doing in here, so that will be easy. So that will be May. And then that leaves me June, July, and August to finish the second half of it, which shouldn't be a problem. This part will go really fast because it's mostly words, and the border works up quick. Because my goal is to have this ready for the fair. If it's being had this year, it's always Labor Day weekend. So I figured June, July, August to get the second half done, and it won't take me that long, I don't think, and then that'll give me time to frame it and get it ready for the fair. So that's my 1 whip. My plan is to do a monogamous mania on this. So for at least the first 20 days in May, I will be stitching on that. I think. I may, depending on how I feel, I may do Stitch Sania a la Lindy Stitches, and start some small projects on the weekend if I'm getting tired and need a break. If I feel like stitching, then I'm just going to stitch on Savior's Praise. But I may need a break from it. I have been stitching on it straight since we started on April 12th, and I'm getting to the point now where, okay, I want to do something else. So I will be starting another chart tomorrow, which we may as well get into because that takes us into plans. I am going to be starting Heartstring Samplery Bee Garden. I've got all my colors picked out. I have linen picked out, so I'm going to be starting this one tomorrow. And it's my goal to have it done by May 1st, so that May 1st I can go back to Savior's Praise and do my monogamous mania. I don't think that'll be a problem. I think this is going to go pretty quick. So that's some of my plans. What are your plans?
I'm going to be doing the Stitch Sania because if I do finish Abigail by May, I'm going to need a break from Freddie. So the first one that I have planned is Lizzie Kate's Be Silly, but I have some changes for it since the Be Honest and Be Kind of remind me of the Hufflepuff mottos from Harry Potter, which is my house. So I'm going to change Be Silly to Be Loyal, and I'm changing the colors, and instead of that square, I found a little Hufflepuff crest thing that I'm going to put. So I think it'll be fun. I've got fabric and I've got colors. They're not organized in any way, they're just there. Finding a yellow for it was hard. Harder than I thought it would
Yellows
be.
are hard, yeah.
And then Little House Needleworks Kitty Cottage Sampler. I don't know, it's just cute. And then Heart and Hand Autumn Tiny Trimmings. I'm going to be doing the Black Cat. Because again, it's small and it's cute, and I should be able to get it done in a weekend. I don't know about the other two, but those are my plans.
All right, so I will go ahead and show you some of the projects. There's only a couple that I pulled in case I decide I need a break. And the first...
Oh, that's why there's a plan.
The first is Priscilla's Pocket Stoneware Pin Pillows. This is 3. There are other sets to these. I've been wanting to stitch these for a while because this is Flosstube Folk Art, which is my pattern. Also Donna Ray's pattern. And so I wanted to do these. And I just got an order in from Penny. She had a chart for me that I was going to pick up at Frugal Yankee, but that's a no-go. So I PayPal'd her yesterday, and it was not, I don't think it was like early morning. And in the mail today, I got my package. She's in Maine, I'm in Massachusetts, so it's not like she's right down the road. So anyway, I had ordered these 2 Blacksmith Blue because I was thinking of using them for another project. But then I looked at them and I was like, that's pretty dang close to my Flosstube color. So then I found just a scrap of linen in my stash that was also pretty close. So I think I'm going to be doing the Priscilla's Pockets on that. Now, there is an official Flosstube leaflet that I own. Can I find it? No. So, those I believe have like these exact motifs on them. But I'm going to do a couple of these so that I can have them. And they will be very quick. So that's one of the things I was thinking of starting. And then this is the other. Humble Honey. right? You knew I had to do it. So here's the deal. I knew that I wanted to stitch the new jar in Priscilla and Kathy's jar series. I'm not stitching a red jar, but I'm going to do it. And so I knew that I knew what colors I needed for that, and I wanted to kind of have them ready so that maybe I could start it as soon as it came. And so I went through and I picked out some colors. Now, obviously, I have more colors here than I need. Not sure exactly what yellows I'm using. But anyway, I got them all ready for the jar. And I was like, you know what? Those are like the same colors that are needed for Humble Honey. Is that it? Yeah, that's the right way. So I am going to use these for Humble Honey. And then if I like them, I will also use them for the new jar. So I thought that was kind of ingenious on my part. Now, Humble Honey, I'm doing on linen. The jar I will be doing on Ada because I am not a fan of stitching on black if I don't have to. I figured Humble Honey is little and small and it won't make me pull my hair out, I hope. But I will definitely be doing the jar on black Ada. All right, so that's what I think I might start. Who knows? I did want to say that Randi at The World in Stitches is going to get, if she doesn't have it already, the new jar chart, because I already talked to her about that, as well as the new Blackbird design releases or re-releases. So I told her to put me down for the fall, winter, spring, or fall, winter, summer, or whatever those charts are. Steph was stitching on them at last year's Frugal Yankee. And to see it in person, it is just stunning. So I was thrilled when they re-released that. I wouldn't exactly say that it was a unicorn chart of mine, but as soon as I heard that they were re-releasing it, I knew I was going to stitch it because Steph's was just so beautiful in person last year. So anyway, to go with that, Randi at The World in Stitches is one of those brick and mortar shops that does not have a strong online presence. I just read in her latest newsletter that she originally started out, or I think she bought out a shop that had a mail order side to it back in the day, and she hated it. And so that's probably why she hasn't had such a strong presence online. So with that being said, if you would like to support a local needlework shop, you can email her, and she's been fantastic about answering questions. I, again, put my order in, and less than 24 hours later, it was in my mailbox. Now, we're at least in the same state, but I was still shocked at that. So great customer service. I will put Randi's email down below. So if you need something, if you're interested in the new jar or the Blackbird designs, or even I asked her about the Mayflower, if you're interested in the new Brenda Gervais Mayflower and want to talk to her about that, her email will be down below. I know at one time recently she had a lot of Seraphim fabrics in. So if you're interested in any of those things and would like to support an LNS, please reach out to Randi. She's been fantastic. And the only other thing I had to say is don't forget about our retreat in, is it October or November? Yeah, I will put the link to our retreat information below. It's at East Hill Farm in Troy, New Hampshire. It's going to be a fantastic time. If you want more information about it, check back. What video did I do it? I think it was a special edition, so I think that it was probably sometime before or after video 58. There's lots of information about the retreat there. It's going to be a fantastic time. Hoping the world is back to normal by then so that we can all enjoy each other's company once again. But do check that out if you're interested. And call East Hill for reservations. I honestly have nothing to do with this. It was just my idea. And I said to them, would you host a retreat for cross stitchers since you host a knitting retreat? And they said, sure. And so that's basically like my hands are washed of it right now. Everything is through East Hill at this point. So if you have questions, call them. They would be happy to help. And I think that's it. 21 minutes. That's it? Short video.
Maybe we need to work on FFOing some stuff.
Yes, somebody has some plans for FFOing. So hopefully for the next video we will have some good stuff to show. All right, Flosstube, we wish you well. Happy stitching. Stay safe, stay home, and stay safe. We wish you fair winds and following seas. Bye-bye.